Good evening, everyone. Welcome to CDR Tier 2 this Friday evening for the penultimate race of the 2023 F1. So here we are at Imola for Q1, and we have the Wicken saying good evening. Good evening, Mr. Wicken. Sun and dry throughout of qualifying and race, I assume. So let's get some details up on the screen for you. Full map on fastest lap and see who we've got going out first. Tenor is out the pits. Good evening, SDRS. Nice of you to join us on stream, lad. A good dry track all race. So we've got for the penultimate race a shootout at the top. Super Strikers leading the championship on 174 points with Slim behind him 139 and Wookie on 116. So still a bit to play for at the top. We've got 35 points between first and second, 23 points between second and third, 19 points between third and fourth. So still quite a bit to play for near the top. As Mr. Slade says, evening Nerf. Good evening, sir. So who will be on pole this evening? Unfortunately, my friend Mr. Luckman is reserving a tier 1 this evening, so it is just me, unfortunately. I'll do as much as I can to keep you entertained. So we've got Tenor coming round the final corner to start his first flying lap, so we'll keep an eye on his sector times. DRS open across the start finish line. Keep an eye on his sector 1 time, see where he's going to be starting. Mr. Dennis, good evening, mate. Welcome to the stream. So sector 1 just coming around for the split now, so it's 24/7 for him on his sector 1. Evening, Mr. Wookie. Concentrate on the race. There's a lot to play for up there. Don't be typing and driving at the same time. So Harvey's on an outlap. We've got Toby on there as well. So 24/2 sector 1 for him. Curly is 24/5 for his sector 1. So Taylor's coming down the last corner now just to set his sector 3 time. So he's a lap time of 1:17 flat. Let's go down and see who's next one across there. Clay's on an outlap. He's just coming across the finish line now. Super Striker's in the 116s already, so that's a 116.5 for him. As Darrell comes round the final corner. Curly setting a 117 flat as well, 500s off the other one, as Darrell goes into the 116.2s. Good start from him there. Let's have a look, where's the Wicken? The Wicken is coming through sector 2 now. Keep an eye on him. Sector 2 times 51.3. Pint size puts in a 117.9. So already from a 16.2 to a 17.9. See where the Wicken slots in. See, comes up DRS open and to the start finish. And that's a 169, puts in provisionally P3. Jay Dennis is on his lap now, 24.5 for sector 1. As Clay slots in there too with a 117.9 just before pint size. And Cavalis is in the 116s with a 116.8. So we've got 5 guys in the 16s and 4 guys in the 17s. So bit of a split here as the Plavanch goes 115.8. Wow. Alright, calm down lads. So I think Plavanch may just box and retire from the session. So Jay Dennis is a 117.3, puts him just above Clay in P9. Costa is out on a lap, and he's in validated. Hawk still in the garage. SDRS, so he's on a flyer, and he's just coming through sector 1, and his sector 1 time is 24.4. That's on par with most of the guys at the moment. Still got Wookie in the pits. Good evening, Mr. Pint Size. As Jack Whittle sets a 115.4. Some times coming out of here. SDRS Racing, he's a 50.2 for his sector 2. Wookie on his outlap. Hawk and Costa still in the pits, not set a time. SDRS we're on board with. And Harvey's on a flying lap as well, I think. So SDRS coming up to the line now. SDRS sets a 115.7, puts in P2. As Harvey has invalidated. So stick on board with Wookie. Where's Wookie? Halfway around his outlap. So everyone else pretty much set a time from a 15.4 for Jack Whittle on pole at the moment, all the way down to pint size with a 117.9. So 2.5 seconds off the pace there. Top 5 within 7/10, top 6 within a second. So not too bad up the top end. Hawk is out of the pits on his outlap. Wookie is just coming around the final corner, so we'll stay on board with him and see where he slots in. Because Wookie is currently 3rd in the championship, so we will be looking to get up there on the front row. And he's invalidated already. I'm not sure how he invalidated, I missed that. As Plavanch has indeed retired in the pit to the 15.8. So Wookie could possibly just be doing another burn on that, maybe. Stick with him for a sec. Hawk is coming around the last couple of corners on his outlap. We'll stick on board with Hawk for now. So we've also got Curly and Jay Dennis on another outlap. 24.1, so pretty good timing from him on sector 1. Costa's still coming through sector 1. Got Curly, J Dennis, Pint Size, Costa all on outlaps. As Hall comes down to penultimate corner, turns in, keeps it within track limits and out. Just keeping it within track limits there. DRS open to the start finish straight, and it's a 15.5, puts in P2. Brilliant time from him there. Let's see where Pint Size has invalidated his outlap, so Pint Size coming up towards the start finish line. His DRS open and start his flying lap, so we'll stay on board with Pint Size because he is actually needing to improve here quite drastically, because cut off we've got Costa and Wookie on outlaps now, so we're going to lose 3 drivers. This is only 18 in at the moment, so he's 8/10 up in sector 1, so it's a good start from Pint Size. I assume he made some sort of mistake on his previous lap. Still going to leave him in the 17s though, so he does need quite an improvement from sector 2 as well. Evening, Bobo. Nice of you to join us, bud. As he comes through sector 2. Missed his sector time there, but he's definitely set a purple sector 2 according to the screen, so he's on a flyer as he comes around the final corner and up to the line, and he was only 4/10 up, so he's lost time in sector 3 there. Harvey is he on a flyer with? No, Harvey's on an in lap. Super Striker is nearly 8/10 up and pitted. So where's Wookie? Wookie is 24.2 on his sector 1. Only one not to set a time yet. There's 4.5 minutes left for the bottom 3, Pint Size, Clay and Wookie to set a time. So it's a 50.1 sector 2 for Wookie. So this is going to be in 16.5, 16.6 I reckon, if he does a good sector 3. He comes around the final corner, keeps it just within track limits. 15.6, what a lap from Wookie there. So Clay and J Dennis are on outlaps. So J Dennis just behind Clay, so we'll stick on board with Clay first. Just those 2 guys on track now. As Harvey's on his in lap. So Pint Size does need to start thinking about coming out at some point. 3 minutes 49 left, so he will be going out unless he sets a better time. The Wicken on a 69. I would say he's going to need to be thinking about coming out with Cavalis and Toby. All very vulnerable, as out comes the Wicken. There you go. Right on cue, J Dennis is on his outlap. Let's stick on board Clay as J Dennis has started his flyer already. The top 7 guys in the 115s, top 8 guys in the 115s. Bobo hopes he's safe. Well, I don't know. Jay Dennis has gone. Jay Dennis is out. So 2.5 tenths up for Clay, and he's invalidated. No, not good. Not good. See, I don't know whether he's fueled for another lap or whether he's pitting. I think it's 1:58 left, so he's pitting. No, he's not. He's going for another lap. No, he's not. Red fuel light on. He's doing the best he can with what's left. Stick on board with him and see where he goes. So sector 1 is 24.6, so 2.5 tenths up there for Clay. Our Super Striker does a 1:15.1. Wow. And Clay is coming around sector 2, and he's 7.5 tenths up in sector 2, but he is running out of ERS. So as the booking says, I might go in Q1. As Clay crosses the line, and 1 second up exactly, so it's a 16.8 from Clay, but in P13. Does well to get out of the bottom 5 with limited ERS. So pint size is 4.5 tenths up, and puts him still P18. Who have we got here? S10 is no good. Toby's on a flying lap. Toby coming through sector 2 now. So no, he's not improving either. So Curly is half a second up and puts him P13 just above Clay, 2 tenths quicker. Cavalis is not, and pint size is not. So there we have a Q1 over and done with. So we'll be losing the Wicken, Jay Dennis and pint size. As Wicken, as Super Striker sets the fastest lap of Q1. It's a 1:15.114. Yeah, so we'll just go through a breakdown of where we finished as we head into Q2. So Super Striker taking P1. Bobo was on the mediums, only guy on the mediums, so he did take a challenge. 115.8 from him on the mediums. So Super Striker, Jack Whittle, Costa, Hawk, Wookie, SDRS, Plavanch, Harvey, Bobo, Daryl, Toby, Tenor, Curly, Clay, and Cavalis. So we will be losing the Wiccan, J Dennis, and Pint Size, as previously said. The Wiccan and J Dennis were also on the mediums as well. So Q2, here we go. So everyone on the softs. Bobo and Tenor putting the mediums on, and Super Striker. Unusual for a Q2 run, but we'll see. So Super Striker is out on the mediums. We've got Curly behind him, is it? Yep, Curly's behind him. We'll stick on board with Super Striker to start with. Daryl's coming out as well. There's a few guys on track. Super Striker, where's he? Just coming across the start finish line. There we go. We'll stick on board and see if he's into the 23s in sector 1 or whether it's still a 24. Meet on the mediums, I'd expect a 24. It's 24 flat for Super Striker in sector 1. Which, to be fair, on the mediums is a pretty good time. It's 50.2 for his sector 2, so he's on board for a quick lap. Comes up to the penultimate corner and keeps it within track limits. Exits corner, DRS open and straight to the line, which is a 15.6 on a medium tyre. Who have we got coming across? Mercedes coming across here for Curly puts it in the pits as Toby goes at a 116.6, so a second off on the soft compound tyre. Jack Whittle slotted in there with a 15.9. As Plavanch is done a 50.1 for sector 2. As Cavalis slots in with a 117.1. Bobo on the mediums with a 115.7, and Plavanche 115.5. And go SDRS 15.9, so most people in the 15s now. Dowell's flying. Dowell coming now across the line. That's a 16.9 from Dowell. That's Tenner as invalidated, and Harvey is just cruising. Not sure what Plavanche has done, but he's gone with a 15.5. Costa is on a flying lap, so I'll stick on board with Costa, see where he comes. A 24.1 for sector 1. Costa's 50 flat for sector 2. As Plavanche binned it on the in lap. Yes, mate, not the cleverest thing to do, but a good time of 115.5, so you will be starting P10 maybe, but you won't be in Q3, as Costa does a 115.5, puts in potential P1 there. We've got Rookie and Hawk on an outlap, so where's Hawk? Halfway around the lap. Wookie is just coming on the final corner, so stay on board with Wookie because he will be starting his flying lap right about now. Keep an eye on him. So 15.59 would have put you P2 if you hadn't crashed out, which is unfortunate. Let's see, I can't see you dropping below P10 if I'm honest. Wookie makes his way through sector 2. Looking for a 50 flat here. What will we be? It's a 50.2, so slightly off on the other guys. It all comes down to sector 3. If he can nail sector 3. Comes round. Oof. Drifts towards the white line. Goes for his DRS button. And that's a 15.5 P2. Excellent recovery there from Wookie on the final sector. As we've got Cavalice on an outlap, we've got Hawk on an outlap. Have we? No, Hawk's not. Hawk's on a lap. Comes around the final corner. Where will Hawk slot in? Hawk will slot in P5 with a 115.8. Dowell just through sector 1. We've got Clear on that lap, he's just halfway through sector 3. Tenner is just come around the final corner, so Harvey's there as well. So we'll stick on with Tenner as he comes in up to turn 1. a 24.5 from tenner, so a couple of tenths off the pace there. All to make up in sector 2. As Cavalier does a 1:17.1. It's a 50.1 from Tenet. Good middle sector from him, so he's made up a little bit of time there. So should be in the 16s, which will put him above Cav. That's a 16.5, puts in P8, good lap from him. There's Clay just coming round the final couple of corners, as is Harvey. Harvey crossing the line first with a 16.8 P12. As Clay just to the line, and P14 1:17.4. So Dowell is currently 6/10 up from P13, so crossing the line about now. That's P4, 1.2 seconds up on his time. So either a mistake in first run or track evolution. So we've got Clay's on his in lap there. Harvey's on his in lap, he'll have to be running again, and he's in the garage. So 3 minutes left. Will we see anyone else exiting the pits? Here we go, as Toby comes out right on cue. Toby's going for another run. So he's currently in the drop zone P11, so he needs about 9/10. 15. No, he doesn't. He needs to be above 10. It's Blavanch. So we need half a second to go above 10. Toby, if you're listening, drive it like you stole it, bud. Not on the outlap though. So here comes Toby across the line to start his flying lap. We've also got Jack Whittle out on a flyer as well. So Toby driving it like he stole it through sector 1. And sector 1 time, he's marginally up. Jack Whittle and SDRS are on outlaps. A few of the lads coming back out now to do the final run. 1 minute 24 left. And so, wow, so Toby's almost a second up in sector 2. So 15.6 would put in P3. Could the track be evolving? Could people be in danger of dropping out? As he crosses the line, Toby does a 1:15.6, puts in P3. Pushes Super Striker down to P4. So we've got doing a Jack Whittle. He's on his flying lap. So looking for a 23.9, 24 flat for here. 24 flat, 2.5 tenths up in sector 1 for Jack Whittle. So we've got Wookie, Super Striker, Darrell and Bobo all retired, Plavant retired, Curly retired. Is the track evolving? Will we see a shock? Jack Whittle coming up to sector 2. And it's a 49.9, 4 tenths up on Jack Whittle. So Kotax has finished, Slade has finished, Tenor has finished, Clay has finished. As Jack Whittle comes around the final corner, crosses the line, and it's a 15.3. Puts in P1 for Q2. SDRS missed his sector time. He's gone purple in sector 2. He's pushing. The Plavanche could be pushed down from P10. SDRS crosses the line and it's a 1:15.4. P2 half a second up. Who we got here crossing the line? Cavalis goes P11. And Harvey has pitted, he's invalidated. Jack Whittle's coming round. I think everyone across the line. Jack Whittle, 1:15.3, tops Q2. Super Striker thought it was done. He's down in 6 for Q2. There we are, 15.317. So slightly slower in Q2 than Q1. Jack Whittle, SDRS, Costa, Wookie, Toby, Super Striker, Darrell, Bobo, and Hawk Plavanche. So we are losing Plavanche because he crashed. So there's only 9 runners in Q3. So we're losing Plavanche, Cavalis, Tenor, Curly, Harvey, and Clay. All to play for in Q3. Will we see the 14s? 1:14.9. Will we see it? And Gainful has joined the session. He will be in the race, but he'll be at the back. So, everyone presumably on softs for Q3. Expect to see 2 runs maybe. Maybe 3 with such a short lap. There we go. So Williams out there. So Super Striker is out first. Mercedes and a McLaren. So I'm assuming that's Toby. It is indeed. Hawk is also out. So Super Striker first, Hawk second, and Toby third. And out comes Jack Whittle too. So half the cars out, half the cars in. Here comes SDRS, is it? It's a Haas of Costa. So we've still got Bobo in the pits and SDRS in the pits. Well, Bobo comes out. Let's jump back on with Super Striker as he is just about to start his flying lap. The Haas moves over out the way. And Super Striker is all out for Sector 1. Sector 1 split is 24 flat. Sector 2 is a 50 flat. So he's on for a good lap. Hawk is 24.1 for his Sector 1. And Toby is a 24.2 for Sector 1. Super Striker turns the final corner for his first lap, which is a 15.5. So let's go back onto Hawk, and Hawk's just coming through Sector 2. It's a 50.2. And Toby's a 50.3. So Toby crosses the line on a 116 flat. Hawk is just coming around the penultimate corner now. So 115.3 and a 116 flat for the two times on the board. As Hawk crosses the line, it's a 15.7, splits them, puts them right in the middle. P2, Jack Whittle, 15.4. As Wookie crosses the line, a Wookie goes P4 with a 115.9. Costa, a 132. Left the handbrake on there, bud. Next ticket off next lap. SDRS on his out lap. Bobo 24.1 for Sector 1. So good time from him. Just a 10th shy. Comes around for Sector 2, looking for a time 49.9 from Bobo. He's on it. Stay on board for Bobo to see where he ends up. Coming down the final couple of corners. Oh, just keeping it within track limits. And crosses the line. And it's a 14.9 from Bobo. Within the 14s. Game on. As SDRS is on his out lap. And Daryl's on his out lap. Oh, is he in the pits? No, he's on his out lap. Costa at 114.7. Oof. Game on, boys. SDRS coming through Sector 1. The two Haas boys fighting it out for P1 here. Meanwhile, the championship leaders are down in P4 and P5. So SDRS Racing coming round. 49.8 from him on his Sector 2 split. Keeps it together coming out the final corner. crosses the line and puts in 115 flat, just one less than a tenth off P2. And Darrell has yet to set a lap, and he's on his lap now as he moves out of the way. Not sure what was going on there. So everyone back in the pits for a quick change of tyres. So we do have the Hasses battling it for P1 in the 14s, 14.7 and 14.9. We've got 4 people in the 15s and then Toby in the 16s. So all to play for after the first run. Quick change of tyres, quick tweaks to the wing and the tyre pressures, and out again for a final run. So we've got Wookie out there first. So Curly's just commented that Costa on a 1:14.7 would be P6 if he was in Tier 1. Wow. So Wookie starts his flying lap. Super Striker has invalidated. I'm not sure that was his. It wasn't his outlap either. So Wookie coming through sector 1. Wookie's sector 1 split is a 23.9, 2.5 tenths up. So move him up a couple of places. That's a purple sector 1 from him. Wookie is on a charge, driving it like he's stolen it. As he comes around to sector 2 split, we've got 3 tenths up, 50.1. So it's still only going to take into a 15.6. Good sector 3 from Wookie here. As he comes across the line and puts in P5, a 4.5 tenths up, but only P5 from him. As Jack Whittle is on an outlap, halfway through sector 1. Toby is coming through sector 2, another outlap. Super Striker is 3.5 tenths up, so he has gone again. Follow him as he comes round. Bobo's gone out again, so we'll flick up to him in a sec as Super Striker crosses the line, and it's a 14.997, so half a second up, but only in P3. Just can't catch them Hasses right now. So Bobo is just coming through sector 1, so we'll go back to him in a sec. Darrell has retired. So Toby goes. Hawks on an outlap. Jack Whittle is on an outlap, but he's invalidated. He's about to start his flyer. He's invalidated. How do you invalidate that early in a lap? Bobo is coming around through sector 3 now. On his outlap. Super Striker in lap. Jack Whittle is up, but he's invalidated. Now we've just been on him. Toby is marginally up. So Costa is finished. He's still in the pits with a 1:14.7. Doesn't think he can go any faster. Bobo is on his flyer. Bobo wants pole. Stay on board with him for a second. Super Striker's retired in the pits, has he? So Bobo is 2,000 up on his time. Even in Doolan. Bobo is pushing it as he comes round for his sector 2 split. And he's a 10th up, which is good. Heading in the right direction. Will he pip his teammates a pole? SDRS. Doolan is Costa. Yes, bud. Sorry, forgot about that. SDRS is 49.7 for middle sector. Purple sector 1 from him. So Bobo crosses the line, stays P2. SDRS is pushing. SDRS wants this. Will he push Super Striker down again as he crosses the line? It's a 14.7, puts in P4. And Jack Whittle is half a second up as he crosses the line. P4 for him, so it pushes SDRS down to P5 as Toby has pitted. So it looks like Costa and Bobo have locked out the front row. Super Striker has retired. Jack Whittle P4, SDRS P5, Hawk P6, Wookie P7, Toby P8, and Darryl with a 137 there in P9. So SDRS just saying there, he invalidated just before the start finish. So unfortunate for him. Yeah, Bobo's got a really good setup there. That was 2 1000s that split them there. P1 and P2. Incredible. Bobo being a tier 3 driver as well. It's an amazing time from him there. Should be a good race. Hopefully we've got a good race set up. Not just a quick qualifying lap. All to play for. Just keep it clean. Make sure you don't get in the way of the championship. We don't want any incidents. All to play for, lads. Keep it clean. Have a good race. So, race day. A little bit overcast. However, we were told that the race was going to be a dry race. So we will see. There we go. So as the lads set off on their formation lap, we'll just see what everyone's on. So everyone's starting on the mediums, except Plavanch and Dennis. So Jay Dennis on the softs back in P17. Gainful has joined the lobby, so it's P19 for him. Plavanch, interesting for the softs there. Hoping for a lead into the second lap maybe. Jump a few cars, looking for the safety car maybe in the first 6 or 7 laps. 32 lap race. I'll see what happens. So they line up on the grid. We'll stay on board with. I might stay on board with Super Striker. See what sort of lead he gets. See what sort of lead the Hatters get. All on the medium tyres, so no one with a major advantage up the front. Being for overshot his pit box. In fact, the only one to overshoot his pit box. And here we go. So 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're away. And both Hatters get away really quickly. Super Striker pulls in behind as Bobo's looking to go down the outside of Costa. Nice and clean into turn 1. As there's been a few little switch arounds further back. Someone's into the barrier, and the Plavanchi is now at the back. Dowell's gone down, VSC is out. Everyone neutralised. J Dennis in P11. Good start from him. Quick look at the position changes. So yeah, Gameful up 7 places, J Dennis up 6 places, Dowell, biggest loser, down 9 places, Plavanch dropped down 17, down 7 places to 17th, Tenor is out. Top 5 staying as they are. Wookie and Hawk swapping places. So it's a full safety car as well. So we've gone from a VSC to a full safety car. Strategy is a medium hard or a medium hard. Bearing in mind if there's a late safety car, we could have softs at the end. So medium hard will probably be the strategy for most. Come round the final corner, past the start finish line, and they pick up the safety car. As Costa was about to overtake the safety car. So we have Plavanch and Darrell in the pits. I'm assuming therefore a wing. Yep, both having new wings on. Must have been some sort of coming together. Costa's pushing Bert Merlander down the road. So the other guys just leaving the pits now. So anyone that's obviously put low fuel in, this will help them. So we've got SDRS with the yellow fuel light on there. We've got anyone else? Yeah, we've got Clay with a yellow fuel light, so this will do him good. And that's it, just those 2 guys running on minimum fuel. So hopefully those lights will go out by the time we come to the end of the safety car. Guys just coming around through sector 3 now, and the back workers are just catching up with the pack. The safety car will stay out for 1 more lap. So Super Striker in P3. He's ahead of his contender, which is good. If it stayed like this and the race finished like this, he would win the championship. As Clay coming together with Gameful. He's got his end plates, so all is good. Safety car comes through sector 2, and we should expect the safety car in at this lap. So we're back on board with Costa. Safety car crosses the sector 2 time split, and it's in this lap. So Costa will back the pack up now and let the safety car pull away and park himself in the pit lane. And with such a long straight, you've really got to be careful where you're going to go. Do you go just before the last corner, just out the last corner? He wants to catch his teammate sleeping. He's right on him. He's gone. And Bobo is right behind him. And so is Super Striker. Jack Whittle a little bit further back. Bobo looking at his teammate. Wookie past SDRS. Bobo is pushing Costa down the road. Looking, pulls back in. Super Striker is gaining on Bobo. Branch and Devil swap places. Pint size is down in P18. Two passers maintaining the pace but not pulling away. Caution in sector 2, we've lost a car. Super Striker setting the fastest lap of the race as Super Striker's looking in on Bobo. As 3 wide into turn 1 as Super Striker pulls out and Bobo has passed Costa. What's that strategy? So Costa is now going to lose a place to Super Striker as they go round. Costa goes around the outside. Super Striker's coming back in for the hairpin. He's going round the outside. Beautifully clean racing as Bobo is pulling away and Super Striker is left frustrated behind Costa. Costa not burning his EOS either, just keeping Super Striker tucked up behind him. Jack Whittle just on board with him, watching the battle commence in front of him. Wookie slightly further back, SDRS watching what's going on as well. Super Striker out. So Costa is out of DRS when it comes on. The Super Striker is in within DRS, which will be activated. And Super Striker goes down the inside of Costa and goes for the charge on Bobo. Costa is coming back at Super Striker. Jack Whittle going backwards as he had a spin. He's definitely being passed by a few people there. His wing seems to be okay. He's definitely gone backwards. Jay Dennis up to P9, Harvey in P7. Super Striker He's being hassled by Costa still. He hasn't pulled away, even though he's passed him, not pulled away. Super Striker is still 8/10 back from Bobo, so DRS here. DRS open, doesn't seem to have any effect on Bobo. Bo's still running 82% ERS. What a drive from him. Super Striker passing slightly. Wookie all over the back of the ERS. Jack Whittle passing Clay. And Darrell passing Clay. Clay's going backwards. Wookie has a time penalty. So lap 7 and Wookie's got a time penalty already. Costa is still within the rest of Super Striker. Super Striker all over the back of Bobo. What a drive from Bobo for the Tier 3 driver, leading a Tier 2 race. Out qualified, well, no, not quite out qualified with his teammate locking out the front row, now leading the race. Top 3 have now got a 1.8 second lead over SDRS. Even with DRS, he can't catch Bobo. As the Wickham passing Clay, Jack Whittle, as Clay's come backwards, P15. Someone gone off in sector. Toby's going backwards. Toby down in P11. Super Striker is still behind him. Hawk P5 still looking at the back of SDRS. 2 Astons P7, P8. Toby passing the Wickham. Oh, and they're coming together and carnage. As we've got Costa, Wookie, all with time penalties now. Super Striker losing in 2/10 back on Bobo as he's gone around the outside of him, and Super Striker is going for the overtake and has got it. Wookie passing SDRS. Two Hasses now back together, but Bobo isn't giving up. And looking at, again at passing Super Striker. We've got a car off. Where's the Wicking or Cavalis in sector 1? Bobo isn't letting Super Striker get away with it. Running 84% ERS. Super Striker down to Pavancha's gone. Pavancha's DNF'd. On the turn, is it? Yeah, he's gone off. As Bobo was past Super Striker. Wow. Super Striker coming back at him. Bobo is not having any of this. Jay Dennis all over the back of Toby, looking, but pulls back in. Doesn't want to go past there. And we have a caution in sector 2, and it's a full safety car again. So, lap 10 of 32. Do you pit for hards? Do you stay out? As Hawk has DNF'd. Lap 10 safety car. Stops tyre, medium tyres. Jay Dennis needs to pit. As Super Striker pits, Bobo pits, Costa pits with double stacking. Everyone's pitting, everyone is in the pits. Jack Whittle round the final corner. He's pitting. So we've got Costa. Gonna have to wait for Bobo. It's gonna cost him time. And as out comes Costa. Wookie has jumped him in the pits. Toby drive-through penalty, so Toby is leading because he's got drive-through penalty, so he's speeding the safety car. So even though he is P1, he will go to the back of the grid with his drive-through. So Super Striker, Bobo, Wookie, Costa. So that's cost Costa a position to Wookie for double stacking in the pits. Harvey P6, Jack Whittle P7, Jay Dennis still on the softs. Why did he not box? SDR P9, Clay P10, Cavalier, the Wickham, Curly, Pint Size, Darrell, Gainful. Still 16 runners. As Gainful comes out the pits. So Toby's saying for the safety car restarts when they all come back out the pits. One more lap under the safety car, all the guys will be caught up. Everyone now switched to the hard tyre for the remaining as Toby comes into the pits. So you can't safely drive through, so he's having a tyre change onto the hards and out. Oh, as the Wicked is behind him as he pits. So everyone is now running the hard tyres except Jay Dennis. Not sure why he chose to stay out on the soft tyre, although they are only one lap old. I don't see him getting to the end. 20 laps on a soft tyre is not going to happen. Hopefully looking for another safety car maybe. Not following that. So Super Striker back in the lead. Toby's still yet to serve his time penalty, which is a drive-through. So we've got Wookie, Costa, SDRS and Pint Size all with 3-second penalties, and Toby with a drive-through. Guessing now as the Wicked catches up with the pack. The safety car, is he coming in this lap? Late call if it does. No, the lights are still on. Oh, there we go. Safety car is in this lap. So Super Striker, well used to this now, back in the pack up. And choosing the time to go wisely where Bobo will least expect him. The safety car has entered the pit lane, so Super Striker can choose the time to go as Pint Size is going backwards. And he's gone. There he goes. And Wookie is looking at Bobo. Bobo doesn't want to let him past here as Wookie goes down the outside and pulls out. Bobo looking up the inside of Super Striker, all over him. Putting Super Striker under pressure. Costa is further back, P4, looking at the back of Wookie. And Jay Dennis up to P7, challenging Jack Whittle on them soft tyres. As he goes up the inside. Jack Whittle goes wide. Jay Dennis gets a good drive out of that corner on them soft tyres. Much better drive out the final corner. Jay Dennis is looking for to take into turn 1 as he goes alongside him. Just hasn't got enough. Jack Whittle uses his ERS to fight him off. Into turn 1, stays the same as it was. Bobo is still looking at the back of Jack Whittle. Wookie still behind Bobo. Costa still behind Wookie. As Toby goes behind Pint Size, they swap places. As Jack Whittle gets a 3-second time penalty for running wide. Jay Dennis putting him under pressure, making him make mistakes. Wookie, a 3-second time penalty. That's him up to 6 seconds for Wookie. It's going to hurt him at the end of the race. Currently puts both Hasses on the podium. Fastest lap Super Striker, half a second ahead of Bobo, 4/10 ahead of Wookie, 4/10 ahead of Costa. 1.3 seconds ahead of the next car, Harvey, in the Aston Martin. Again, Harvey, a tier 3 driver, so good driving from tier 3 lads tonight. Jay Dennis passes Jack Whittle on those soft tyres, and Costa passes Wookie. Costa's back onto the podium in P3 as Wookie's coming back at him. Bobo's still behind Super Striker. And Jay Dennis chasing down Harvey. Wickham, a fastest lap, 1:17.1. So Wickham is on a charge, back in P16th. Clay's up to P9. 1.4 seconds off the back of SDRS. Pint Size with 11 seconds of pent. Costa is looking at the Bobo, and Costa is Wookie passes Costa. Bobo has passed a Super Striker to retake position 1. And Costa's dropped to P4. So currently the tier 3 driver, he's leading the race, and the tier 2 driver is in P4. Who started on pole. So Bobo's still running 86% EOS. As Wookie has gone. Where's Wookie gone? Wookie's lost it on the corner. He's back on track and he's in P13. Harvey up to P3. Where did that come from? So Super Striker surrounded by 2 tier 3 drivers. Cavalis, 3-second time penalty. As Harvey's been overtaken by Costa, as Costa's back into tier P3. The Wicken time penalty. So Bobo is now swapping places with Super Striker again. Costa is 3.5 seconds off the back of Bobo. Bobo is pushing Super Striker down the straight. Cavalis and Curly swap places, P10 to P11. Costa 2.8 seconds, so he's gaining on Bobo again. Bobo currently running 99% EOS, not even using it and sticking to the back of Super Striker, who currently has 68%. Curly and Cavalis swapping places. Costa's halfway through his EOS. Harvey is halfway through his EOS. Brilliant drive from these. Jay Dennis is being hassled by SDRS Racing. And going down into there, so SDRS Racing has taken Jay Dennis. And Bobo is pulling away from Super Striker. Toby, another time pen. Pint size up to 14 seconds of pens. Just over halfway through this race. Exciting race so far. Costa only 2.4 off the back of Super Striker. So Bobo pulling out almost a second lead over Super Striker. Just popped over a second now. And another safety car. And why have we got another safety car? Bobo and Super Striker swapping places. As Bobo's in the pits. Bobo's in the pits. What was that for? Why was Bobo in the pits? What tyres did he put on there? So Bobo is back on mediums. So both Hasses now back on the mediums. Super Striker is stayed on the hards. SDRS Racing's on the hards. Oh, Wicken's put the softs on. Could be interesting. So currently Bobo with no pens on the medium tyre. SDRS 3-second pen, who we know is quick. SDR Super Striker still on the hard tyres, no pens. Two Haas's, P4, P5, both running the medium tyre. Gainful up to P3 from P19. Currently on the hard tyre. As pint size width of the Toby pit. We'll put the medium tyres on. So everyone is now on the mediums, apart from the front runners, which are 9-lap-old hards. 12 laps to go. 9-lap-old hards. As Gainful and SDRS change places? No, they didn't. Safety car is in this lap. We'll stay on board with Bobo and see what happens from here on the restart. See whether Gainful struggles with them hards up to temperature. SDRS, two good drivers, but I think the mediums will swallow those 9-lap-old hards. Mr. Slady not too happy with what's going on here, but what a race, what a race. So we are away, and Bobo is looking at Gainful, but not making any impressions so far. Into turn 1, and better drive out of turn 2 and 3. As Gainful's looking at SDRS, backs out into turn. Mediums do have a little bit more traction. Super Striker not pulling away though. As SDRS is looking at Super Striker. Super Striker not pulling away with this lead as I would have expected. Down the outside, SDRS goes and takes the lead. Takes the sausage curve as well. As Costa passes Bobo. Costa's going to go and chase down Super Striker. Gainful now down to P5. So those hards really are struggling for him. I'll be looking at Gainful now as well. Gainful looking at Bobo down the outside, and later on the brakes goes undercut and touches the back of him and loses a position to Harvey as well. So SDRS has pulled a little bit of a gap there from Super Striker. Costa all over the back of Super Striker as well. As they come out of the hairpin, Jack Whittle 3-second time penalty. Just a quick update on the penalties there. So Jack Whittle now has 6 seconds, and Costa is all over the back of Super Striker. Clay 3-second time penalty with track limits as Costa goes down the inside of Super Striker. Goes wide through the chicane and takes it, and Harvey's gone. Harvey's gone. Harvey's spun and with Clay. So Costa now running P2, now needs to hunt down SDRS. Super Striker's gone. Super Striker's gone. Where's he gone? Super Striker's in the pits. Softs. SDRS leads, Costa second, Bobo third. Wow! Super Striker down in 14th. Caution sector 1. Harvey howls a pit and quit. Curly's gone. Safety car. Oh no! Do we pit? Do we pit? Do we stay out? SDRS is in. Costa stays out. Bobo's in. So, interval position change, stops, tyres, there we go. Clay up to P4, get in. Cavalis P3, Toby P2, Costa P1. Oh, Super Striker back up to P6 with softs, Bobo behind at P7 on softs. Mr. Slater, you need to come back, mate. You need to come back to the PlayStation. So, Costa, third safety car, third different driver restart. Toby behind him, Cavalis behind him, Clay behind him. Get in. SDRS behind him. Super Striker, Bobo, Jack Whittle, Wookie, Darryl, Pint Size, Jay Dennis, Wicken, Gameful. Wow. Seven laps to go. What can ever happen next? Will the mediums run to the end? One more lap of safety car. 7 lap old heart mediums. 6 laps to go. 13 lap mediums. I bet Clay's hands are sweaty. Made it through into Q2. Buzzing with Q2. Now running in the top 4 with 6 laps to go. safety car is in this lap. Here we go. Safety car pulls round the final few corners. Costa back in the pack up. Toby right behind him. Cavalis behind him. Clay behind him. SDRS behind him. When will he go? Safety guy gone. Gone. Two front ones get away. Cavalis is following behind. Caution into sector 3. Super Striker all over the back of SDRS. All the top corners, all through. Oh, SDRS goes around the outside of Super Striker. And who's off? 3. No. SDRS keeps it ahead. Bobo is back, and Clay's gone. Clay's gone. No. The Wicken has gone as well. Clay has retired. Super Striker passes SDRS to take P4. Bobo P6. SDRS is racing penalty. Bobo passing SDRS. Bobo all over the back of Super Striker as well. Cavalis next in line. 7/10 of a second up the road. Jack Whittle passing SDRS now. Those medium runners are being picked off one by one. So Super Striker all over the back of Cavalis. Bobo chasing him down as well. Super Striker making a move on Cavalis, and he's back onto the podium. Bobo watching it all unfold in front of him as they go into turn, and Bobo is being held up here by Cavalis, needs to get past him. Pint side, another penalty for him. As Bobo passes Cavalis, Cavalis is coming back at him. Much better drive on the softs. Gainful 3-second time penalty for him. Super Striker hunting down Toby now. 5 laps to go. Darryl, another time penalty for him. Costa still well in front there, 1.7 seconds ahead. DRS is now enabled. Wookie passing Darryl. Wookie going backwards. Super Striker caught up with Toby now. Toby gonna get swallowed up. Super Striker passes Toby. Bobo's turn next. Super Striker 2.3 seconds off the back of Costa. Brilliant drive from these two Haas guys tonight. Bobo just catching up with the back of Toby now, half a second off the back. Toby doesn't have any traction out of that corner at all. Those medium tyres are struggling. But Bobo back up onto the podium. 2 passes on the podium, sandwiched Super Striker. Super Striker eating away into the leader, now 1.4 seconds ahead. As Bobo is on a charge. Fastest lap of the race. Super Striker can see Costa ahead of him. .1 seconds ahead. Bobo still running 46% ERS. Super Striker down to 20%, nothing left. Costa 65%, so he's got plenty to defend with on the final 2 or 3 laps. Bobo 6/10 off the back. Toby has a penalty. Bobo chasing down Super Striker, still got 40% ERS, just touching the back of Super Striker. Super Striker 7/10 off the back of Costa. Super Striker's got it all here. Attack and defend all at the same time. 3/10 off the back of Super Striker. Wookie is flying 116 fastest lap, taking it away from Bobo. Super Striker doesn't have the pace. Bobo is driving a dream. Costa still 7/10 leading. Super Striker no ERS left. Bobo knows what to do. Costa running 50%, plenty to defend from Super Striker. Going into lap 31 of 32. DRS for Bobo on Super Striker. Super Striker has DRS too. He's going for the overtake. It's a Haas 1-2 into the first corner. Super Striker's down. Oh! No! Bobo's lost it! Bobo! Oh! Jack Whittle pops him. The pressure got to him. Super Striker now has Costa all to himself. Jack Whittle now on the podium. One and a half laps for Bobo to get back on the podium for podium interviews. Seven-tenths behind the back of him, and Cavaliers 3-second time penalty. Jack Whittle does have a time penalty. That will take Bobo back onto the podium. Bobo passes him. Bobo passes Jack Whittle to take the podium back off him. Costa will end up P2 for that pen and give Super Striker the win. Bobo and swap places with Jack Whittle again. as Super Striker does win with that time penalty. Costa second, Bobo third, Jack Whittle fourth, Jay Dennis fifth, Darrell sixth, Toby seventh, Wiccan 8th, Cavalis 9, Gainful 10, SDRS 11, Rookie 12, Pint Size 13th. Wow. What a race, guys. All the way to the end. Excellent. Same old Bobo. Indeed, Mr. Stacey. Indeed. The Wiccans, 5 of the day, says the game. Oh dear. Well, Mr. Luckman, you missed out on that one. That's all I can see. There he is. Super Striker up there. Which I think will give him the championship. So, there we have the final race results. Super Striker didn't get fastest lap though, that was a Wookie down in P12, so unfortunately won't go to him. So Super Striker, Costa, Bobo in P3, Jack Whittle, Jay Dennis, Darrell, Toby, Wiccan, Cavaliers, Gainful, SDRS, Wookie, Pint Size, and then the non-finishers, Clay, Curly, Harvey, Hawk, Plevanch and Tenor. So there we have it. Let me go and invite the winners into the chat. That'll be 2 secs, guys.
Good evening, guys. Jeez.
So, evening. Right, well done, lads. What a race. Bobo, we'll start with you. Are you there?
I'm here, I'm here.
What a race, man.
Yeah, it was a good fun. Good fun.
That was from quali. That was good from quali. Take us through it.
The first quali one, I could do it on medium, and the second
Yeah,
one was a little closer though. Was on
yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah. It
but
was.
and Q3 it was. I could have go for pole position, I think, but I lost a little bit time in the beginning of the lap.
Mate,
But in the
you're a
race,
tier 3 driver. You know, it's up to be up there. It's with up.
Yeah, I just came a few months ago. I think 1 month. I was driving in another league, and I think it was Hell Round. He asked me to join this league, so thanks
Yeah,
to him.
yeah. Brilliant. And then the race, you took striker for you just played with him, like a dog with his toy. You just, from my point of view, anyway. What was it like? What were you doing? What was your plan?
I want to battle it out with him. In the other league as well. We're driving for the championship together. So yeah, I know he's really quick. And I took I took him like in the last few laps, but I lost the car. So
Oh, mate, I
GG's
was
to
on, I
him.
was, I was
GG's
on
to him.
board with you. I was like, You've gone, you've lost it. No, it's just, but
Yeah,
you didn't put it in the body. You saved it, and you hunted down
indeed, indeed.
Jack Whittle, and you had a little battle with him as well.
Yeah, it was fun battles.
Yeah,
Was the
was.
safety car so I needed to go to the soft tire
I know
at the
you
end.
pitted, and I was like, "What you pitting for?" And I didn't think you'd get back up, but you did, and yeah,
Yeah,
good race from
it
my
was
point of view. Glad you enjoyed
really
it.
fun.
Yeah,
Fun
brilliant.
to drive. And GG's to a Super Striker for the championship.
Yeah. It's excellent. Well done, bud.
P
Uh,
P2 and P3 for the Haas. So
I
nice.
know, I know. I'm coming to that now, Mr. Costa. Are you there? Hello, mate. On the podium with your teammate. Can't be bad. Yeah, definitely. And it's how did you find the race? Yeah, yeah. It's well, I think every safety car was a different restart, different person restarting it as well. Three or four cars. Can't remember now. Yeah, that was just track limits. Yeah, enjoyable race though. Really enjoyable to watch. Um, It was, yeah, it was. It was exciting. You have to watch the stream back. Hopefully, I didn't shout too much, but at times it was exciting. Nice one, bud. Nice to see you on the podium. And Mr. Striker himself.
Hello.
Hello, well done, bud.
Thank you very much.
That was when you pitted and you went to the back of the grid. I was like, that's it. And then everyone else pitted, and I don't know. I couldn't follow it all. There was too much. So go on, talk me through it.
Well, to be fair, when I pitted, like you said, for the softs, all I thought is I need to just get into the points, get some points on the board because I already won it because Slay went out,
You did, yeah.
so technically I already won it.
But you still
As
fought. You
soon as
still
he
fought for
crashed
the win.
out. Oh yeah, of course, you know me, I'm competitive, mate. Um, how Bobo's in tier 3 for CDR, I'll never know
I did.
because
I did
me
say
and him
that a
are
few
battling
times.
on a Monday.
It's your first
God
season,
knows how.
first season.
Do you know what though? It made the race really good. It wasn't like you ran away with it, and at the
No,
start.
I never want that. I never
No,
want to
no,
do a staffing and run away. I want to
you'd be
fight
in
for it.
tier one. You'd be in tier one, wouldn't you?
But
but but no,
yeah,
it was.
he made it juicy for me, Bobo. I mean,
It,
when he overtook me, I think with 4 laps to go,
yeah,
I knew he cocked up because he hit the corner so wrong and then lost the rear end and then bye bye. And that's why I put same old Bobo.
yeah. I saw that on the stream. I
It
was
was a
just.
nice crash though, like almost.
But you did. You kept it
Yeah,
at the wall. You saved it. You didn't keep. You didn't crash in the wall and lose it. You came back and you got a podium. So well done for that.
no, everyone. That's a tough track as well.
It
Let's be
is.
honest.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
everyone got pens. There was loads of track limits and stuff.
I had 2 warnings. I was one away.
You were close.
So obviously, second to last lap, I was chasing Costa
Yeah,
because I wanted it on track. Again, competitiveness.
yeah,
Wanted it on track, and then I got my second one, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll back off. I'll leave him."
yeah. Yeah,
As long as they keep him within 3 seconds. So.
You've won it, and I know you won it on track, and I get that, and I do it myself. But you know, there comes a time where you've lost P2 and you've got further down, and you just
No,
want to win.
credit to them all. SDRS, was he
Yeah.
reserve as well?
He is, yeah.
Is he tier 3?
Yeah.
He gave us a right good battle as well.
Yeah, it was
Don't
good.
get me wrong, he squeezed me on turn 1, but he gave us a right good battle.
It was really good to watch, really good comms on. I mean, it's just a shame Luckman reserved in tier 1, otherwise he'd have been with me. But it was
is that,
really...
is that what it was?
Yeah, we were short on drivers, so he ended up on tier 1. Because he's in the championship battle, he obviously wanted a bit of practice for Sunday. So...
Quick one then, how many go up to tier 1 for next season?
It's complicated. It depends on pace and stuff, but it's all for the admins to discuss afterwards.
Oh, I thought it was just a simple, like, I don't know, for
no.
You know, like relegation,
No,
3, top 3, bollocks.
No, not at all. It's all going to be worked out.
Dan
the man.
You need to wait for me, Super Striker, man.
I've got enough pressure off you, mate, on Mondays, mate.
I want some epic battles.
Oh dear. Anyway, congratulations on the tier 2 win anyway, because you've walked away with that now. That's yours.
Thank you very much, mate, and thank
brilliant.
you always for your great comms as well.
Not a problem. I do my best. I've not done it for very long, but I'm starting to get into it now. So it's as long as it entertains you, keeps you going.
Oh, it does, mate. I always watch it back while I'm having a shit.
Apologies for the language on stream.
It'll be fun.
Oh dear. Right. Cheers, guys. Thanks very much.
See you later.
All right. See you in a bit.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Drop.
Jeez.
Right, so that finishes the stream for this evening. Please join us again for Tier 3 on Sunday. Or pop back here next week for our final race, which will be... where will we be next week? We will be Brazil for our final race. Tier 2 and 1 on Friday, Tier 3 on the Sunday. Cheers, guys.